What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing today? It's Thursday, August 5th. Market's about to be closing in 25 minutes. Let's see what pops up this last half hour in power hour trading. We got BTBT still going strong. This is like day, 9? This stock has been going just nonstop from 4 all the way up to $16. Beautiful day on BTBT. Morning run, consolidate, run, consolidate. That's what BTBT does best. Consolidate, run, consolidate, run, consolidate, run. Over and over and over again. What else did we have? AMC for the bounce today. I wouldn't get too excited about this thing. A lot of people are going to lose their shirts. We've had this on watch for a few days as it just got demolished for 4 straight days from 40 all the way down to 29. Yesterday, we streamed at the end of the day and we said keep this on watch for an epic bounce. Well, today, that epic bounce happened. Clear bottoms out at 29. We were eyeballing 30. This thing comes back. Beautiful power move right here in the morning. From that, pulls back, gets a nice retracement back down to VWAP. 31 level. From 31, nice move all the way up to 34. Nice $3 move on that. All the way up to that red line here on my 10-minute time frame. You could see right there. What else we have? ASTR go on an epic run this morning. Hawk Driver called this out in the chat. From 830s, great run all the way up to almost 12 bucks. That's just about a $4 move to the upside. We're still in a hot market. We very well are in a very hot market. All these stocks I'm naming all had great moves. MVIS from 1325 up to 15. We just had CARV have a nice pop on it from 14 all the way up to 16. CCRN, this thing right from the open pushes from 1750 all the way up to 21 just about. And it's been consolidating since off that VWAP. This could go on a good run. NEGG. Beautiful move on this. From 1750, explodes all the way up to $24. Let me repeat that. This stock ran from $17.50 to $24. That's opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. That's opportunity right there. All within maybe 20 minutes. This thing ran $6 a share. $6 a share. That's a good move. Those are the types of moves that I love looking for. We also have ZY. Now ZY is starting to push at the end of the day here. It's starting to get that parabolic run, it looks like. From 14, exploding up over 15. This thing's just been a beast all day. We threw this on our watch list at the very last minute when we were doing the pre-market prep this morning. Yesterday it was at $8.50. Now it's hitting $15. This morning it opens up at 10. And from that 10 explodes all the way up to 13, 15, even ran up to 1550. So let's see what ZY will do here going into the close. 1550, up over 1550. If you look at that 10-minute, it's a recent big gap down. So remember, traders love keeping these types of stocks on watch for it to come back and attempt to try to fill that big void in the gap. Up over 1550, this thing has room to run all the way back up here. Always try to keep an open mind. Remember that as a trader, anything can happen. Anything. I've been taking it pretty easy today. I've taken a few trades. I've just been playing it safe. We're at the end of the week. I don't want to do anything stupid. I traded 6 stocks, believe it or not. But I've just been quickly scalping. That's what I've been doing. I'm $20 shy of $1,000. So tally on the week, now I'm up $4,300 on the week. Monday was $1,300. Tuesday I didn't trade because my internet went out. Wednesday was $22,000. Now today, $1,000. So now we got one more day left in the trading week. I'm up I'm up 4,300 on the week. That's a good week. So Friday, I don't even have to put my foot on the gas pedal. I can chill out and coast it out and try to protect this week's gains. Have that mindset going in on Friday. If you've had a great week, don't jeopardize it on the last trading day of the week. Because after Friday, that's when we have 2 days off. And you don't want that on your mind the next 2 days going into the weekend. I'd much rather go into the weekend knowing I traded very well the previous week, and it motivates me to get studying, prepare for the upcoming week, because I killed it the last week. Does that make sense? It's all about your state of mind when it comes to being a trader. Your state of mind is everything. So I hope you guys all out there had a great day today and a great week. What did you guys trade today? Any of you guys trade ZY, NEGG? What's some other ones? AMC, BTBT. I mean, there's so many opportunities that are out here. And every single day, the stock market has been giving us plenty of opportunity. Plenty of opportunity. And if you're new and you're just learning, don't get ashamed that you're missing out on all of these opportunities. You're learning. The stock market is not going anywhere. So take your time when it comes to learning this game. I know it can be hard watching everybody make all kinds of big profit, but you got to think as well the road that they took to get there. Everybody is at a different point in their trading journey. Everybody. Some people started a couple weeks ago. Some people have 8 months under their belt. Some people have a couple years under their belt. I have 6 years under my belt. Everybody's different, and we're all at different phases in our trading careers. You guys ain't gonna hear anybody out there on YouTube tell you guys what I tell you guys. 100%. That's what I'm talking about, old army guy. Thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate that. Trying to get my Twitch army up stronger and bigger so I can start streaming on there a lot more as well. Let's see, we got the stock scanners going. 69% of stocks in the stock market are green today, guys. 31% are red. So a beautiful day in the markets. This morning, we even woke up and all the futures across the board, everything was green. To get back into the chat here. All day today, I've had fighter jets going off near my house. The 8th and 9th, I think it is. No, the 7th and 8th. They're having those Blue Angels go off and do their thing. That was just hearing that all day. I mean, it's cool, but it gets annoying when it's just 6 hours of it straight. It's like, dang, dude, put a silencer on that thing. Let's take a look at BTBT. BTBT's getting to the point where it's like, it's been in play for so long. I just think it's going to exhaust. And it's just going to lead to choppiness. That's why the charts are kind of looking like the way that they are. You could see it's just up and down, but it's in a choppy kind of way. We were just talking about this in the prep this morning. Think of stocks as people. The longer they're in play and they're around, the more it's going to exhaust itself and get tired. So we said this morning, you work a 10-hour a day job, and your boss comes to you and says, hey, I need you to work 12 hours for the next 10 days. And you're like, dang, man, that sucks. All right, I guess I'll do it. I don't want to lose my job. So by day 8, 9, you're completely burnt out and exhausted. Same thing applies in the stock market. If you got BTBT here, this thing's been running nonstop since July 26. July 26. That was last Monday. So for 9 straight days now, BTBT's been running nonstop. Just pull back, go, pull back, go, pull back, go. This thing's just about on its last legs. Always try to think in philosophies. Compare real life scenarios and situations to the stock market and trading. Be creative with it. WEBR, this is a new IPO. This opened up today here at $17. This sold down to 15, and it's made a nice rebound back up to 17. And it's been consolidating from 16 to 17. Nice $1. And you could see it clear as day. Wedge right here. So this is even building up. We don't know which way it wants to go. It's a 50-50. I look at all patterns. Doesn't matter what type of pattern it is. If it's a continuation pattern, a reversal pattern, I look at all patterns the same. They're all 50-50. We don't know for sure which way they want to go. There's a saying in a movie, I forget which movie it was, but this guy was a pimp and he'd sleep with any girl, and someone asked him how does he do it, and he says if you keep your expectations low, you'll never be disappointed. Think of the same thing in the markets, guys. Always keep your expectations super low so you'll never be surprised and you'll take anything. AMC, that thing, such a power move today. That should have shown strength right there. When this sold off from 32.50 all the way down to 29, I mean, this morning it just got clobbered like that. And then to turn around and this thing from 29 to run up, back up like that, if I can get my thing back here, for it to make a move like this, that's showing strength all day. That's very impressive. Most of the time, you'll see a stock pop up maybe to here, where the underneath the VWAP, and just get up above that and then stall out. This thing came all the way back and retested its high. That should have been an indicator right there. And then it consolidated. Nice run up here. We got about 7 minutes left before this market closes. ASTR. Why is it even up? Talking about some type of orbital launch. So when we look up at the daily chart on ASTR, we see it's a new IPO. It opened back here on July 1st. Let's switch this over to a daily. So you see, the first day IPO back here July 1st, it made a real tight and fast wedge right at that $14 and then just got demolished all the way down to 8. Leveled out at that $8. Now it's perking up and popping. What I think is potentially going to happen with ASTR, tomorrow it'll have a red day and it'll pull back down near this $9. And then going into next week, that's when we might want to try to keep an eye on it. Because from that 9, it can ricochet back up. Bust over that 10, 11, run to 12. I mean, $13 even it can run up to. You never know. Today is also, if you look at it, the most volume it's done in the history. And at what price is the most volume here? Right here at $10. They got a contract with Department of Defense and announced a window for their first commercial launch of satellites. All right, bet. Hmm. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one to say to want to swing. I know it's tempting, but I'm looking at it as I don't have enough back history to go off of. I don't know how this stock normally likes to run in the past because it's only been open for a month. I can't even scroll out on the daily. There's nothing to learn off of or get an idea of how it likes to move. Makes sense. I get where you want to it does look tempting to swing, it does. But that would be my only concern with it. Just not enough back history on it. Yeah, mark that launch day on your calendar. Steve said he was 95% accurate throughout July. This week, probably 5% accurate. Well, good news for you. It's only the first week of August. So you still got another 3 weeks filled with opportunity. So now it's your job to notice your mistakes, make the adjustments, and carry on. You could do it. You believe in yourself and you know what you know. You can do it. Like, man, I like this dude. This dude's on fire. Like, yeah, dude, that's what I do. Out here to get this money and to motivate all of you guys to get out here and get this money because it is achievable. The stock market offers unlimited possibilities and opportunities. You can go nowhere in the world and put your own money to work and make your own money and be your own boss and do this from anywhere around the world. Market's about to close here in 1 minute. What's going to pop off? Doesn't look like really anything. We've also been keeping an eye for all of you guys out there on YouTube. We've been keeping an eye on CYTK. This thing, it's been coming back up to that $31. Now take note, whenever I mention stocks like this to keep eyes on, 3-4 days later, this thing's up near $50. I'm going to be like, I told you guys, keep this on your back burner. It's setting up for a potential squeeze. If it can get over this 30 and hold, work its way up to 31, look at today, it spiked up to that 31 again. So that's a big area of interest. Even on the 10-minute, look at how many times this thing's touched that $31 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5 times it tested that 31. And it's working its way back up to it. It's just a matter of time when it will break through that 31. We don't know. That's the hardest thing to determine is time. Just like you never know when you're going to die. You just don't know. I like CYTK though. Keep eyes on it. I think this one has good potential over that 31. Do you think those are shares returned on AMC? Shares returned on AMC? I don't know what you're talking about. All this is on AMC is a bounce. That's ain't gonna really do anything. This stock got demolished for 4 straight days from that 38 all the way down to 29. It's pretty much a $9 per share pullback straight. Think of stocks like they're basketballs. You drop a basketball from the Empire State Building, that first bounce, that's going to be the biggest bounce when it hits level 0, ground 0. And then after that first bounce, it's slowly going to putter out. That's the way stocks like to move. Just like here. Yesterday, for example. Let me get my Epic pen. So AMC yesterday had a big sell-off right here. It's like dropping your basketball from the Empire State Building and it hit ground 0. And there's your first bounce right there. And then after that bounce, it comes back down to ground 0. There's your second bounce. You notice the second bounce, it's lower than that first bounce. So it's slowly gonna putter out. You notice how that bounce is lower than that one and that one. And then from there, it fell through and it fell through the floor. Right there. It fell through the floor and went down even lower. And this is all going to be different based on which time frame you look at. This is only on a 1-minute time frame. So when you look at a 10-minute time frame, you're going to see the same thing. Look at this big bounce. There's your big drop. There's your first bounce. Back down. There's your second bounce. Back to the floor. There's your other bounce. And then it falls through the floor. And it falls all the way down. Makes sense? So always look at charts like they're basketballs. Dribbling out. There's all different types of ways you can look at charts. That's what's fascinating about the stock market. We all see things differently. So we got one more day left, guys. Friday. Fridays are the hardest day to trade out of the whole week. So going into tomorrow, your number one goal and focus should be get in, get that money, and get out. On Fridays, do not hang around, linger around, overtrade, and overstay your welcome. Every moment, every minute that goes by on Fridays, we lose more and more and more volume. And you don't want to get into the habit of overstaying your welcome on Fridays. Because like we just talked about, going into that 2-day weekend, if you have a bad day on Friday and you give back profit that you've made throughout the week, you got the next 2 days to think about that and have that on your mind. You don't want that. And then you're going to go into Monday, revenge trading, and eager to get back because you want to get back what you stubbornly lost on Friday. You get where I'm going with this? It's all about your mindset. Your mindset. So always be observant of your thoughts and where you're at in the week. I have a lot of analogies, Harvey. Watch a lot of movies, man. Someone asked, do I play the earnings season or just watch the gap list in the morning? When we go into earnings season every year, for me, I really don't pay attention much to the earnings calendar. I just don't care because a lot of the companies putting earnings out, they're going to do whatever they want to do. I mainly focus and pay attention to the gap scanners and the momentum scanners still. I'll keep my eye out in the news to see if the number one percentage gainer or the number one stock gapping up pre-market put out good earnings or bad earnings. I'll still keep an eye out for things like that. But when it comes down to earnings and I'm looking to see how Apple's putting out earnings, Netflix, Amazon, I really don't care. I don't. Because I don't trade options either. That's playing earnings season with those larger cap stocks. Those are for more people who play options. And I don't play options. Something like Amazon, this stock is at $3,300 per share. So the only way to really play this is to play options. I don't trade options. Same thing with Tesla. Tesla is $700 per share. Now, don't get me wrong. We've seen Tesla go on some insane runs. I've seen Tesla run, no lie, $300, $400 in a day. That's insane opportunity. And all you really need to do is buy one or two shares, and you could make bank on a stock that is moving like that. But for the most part, stocks over $100, you're gonna want to take the options approach because it's just their prices are too high to put up that extreme amount of capital to buy 100 shares, 200 shares. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it to put up $250,000 to make $500. That's not worth it. Be honest with you, I never prepare the night before. I never do. Because you never know how these stocks are going to gap up or gap down. Why am I going to sit here all through the night and prepare for a stock to gap up or to open where it closed and then to wake up in the morning and the stock's gapping up $2 per share? All that time I just wasted. So it's just best to show up pre-market, see how these stocks are gapping up or gapping down, and start developing a plan from there. I mean, you could go through screeners and stuff and see if there's any good daily setups that are setting up. Like, there's a lot of good moving average squeezes that you can run through every night to keep on watch for when they do squeeze. But for the most part, when 4 o'clock hits, I'm done. I close up my charts. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I don't even study no more. Because I did it all. I put all that work in. Plus, I'm in the market every day, open to close. So every day I'm already putting in 7-8 hours of screen time. That's enough. Once you start trusting in yourself, guys, and you know what you don't really care what anybody else thinks. You'll find yourself, you'll stop seeing what stocks Timothy Sykes is looking at. What is Investors Underground looking at? What's Warrior Trading looking at? How'd he do today? You'll just stop because you won't care how they're doing. You'll only care how you're performing. And you trust in yourself that you know what you're doing at the markets. And that's all that matters. And then you'll be a part of a community and you'll just want to participate in the community and help other people and have it's like working as a team because everybody views the markets differently. Everybody. We all have different set of eyes and we all have eyes in certain areas of the markets. So just to rattle off some things that I've noticed here in the Discord with the team here. Krisha, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Wolfpack. So we got all kinds of traders in here that all specialize in different areas of the stock market. We got a trader in here deviating. He focuses on indexes and ETFs. That's his world. So that's our set of eyes in here. And every day, Dev, he posts, look at right there. Every day he's in here posting how the indexes and the ETFs and the semiconductor or the sectors performed for the day. So just by doing that, he's helping us out with seeing what else is going on in the markets. We also have somebody in here like Robert. Not in here right now. But Robert specializes in pot stocks. Every single day, Robert, all he focuses on are pot stocks, marijuana stocks. Believe it or not, there he is right there. And what'd he say? I'm out until tomorrow. FLGC nice. And he puts his herb leaves right there. Every single day, believe it or not, he don't pay attention to anything else besides pot stocks. That's his niche. That's what he likes to focus on. And that's cool, because if small caps dry up, then I got Robert. He focuses on pot stocks. He may see opportunity pop up in the marijuana sector. Small caps are slow, so now I can convert over to marijuana and potentially make a trade on them. We got someone like Rich Thorne, trades options. All he does is sell premiums all day. That's how he makes his money. Hawk Driver, he likes to keep eyes on stocks that were in play 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, and look for them to come back around for them momentum bounce opportunities. And he himself, he's new, and he's still growing and figuring out what type of trader he wants to become. Cupcake, she's always in here trading. She was trading like that CCIV or whatever it was, and then they changed their name to LCID. But she's always in here trading something totally different than what we're trading. Like today, she was focusing on Sava and NEGG. I wasn't even paying attention to those names. And look at how NEGG popped up and Sava. These both had epic runs today. Sava ran from 90 up to $102. That's great opportunity there. And then I'll see a few other people in here. They'll post some things like Nick. He likes paying attention to SPACs. We just found that out yesterday. He'll swing trade SPAC, blank check related stocks. That's what he's good at. He knows what he's good at and he focuses on that. That's what it's all about here. Having multiple eyes in the stock market, discovering who you are and what you like to trade, and mastering your craft. Welcome back, Mr. Calvin Jones. Someone bought 2,000 shares of MOHO today. Not even loading up. Looks like that had a big gap down from $1.50 down to 75 cents. Hopefully that runs back up and fills the gap for you. Maybe 50 cents it runs up on you. Yeah, I think that Moho stock, that's a lottery type of play. I mean, I have no idea what the fundamentals are on that thing. I don't pay attention really to stocks under $1 because they're garbage. They're just garbage penny stocks. Do stocks with the news sell off at the end of the day? Well, it just all depends on the situation. Every situation is unique and different. I mean, look at Robinhood, for example. This stock was a new IPO. Yesterday, it did record in volume. It did over 100 million in volume. And this thing exploded from 38 up to 85. And look what it did today. They came out and announced they were looking to sell almost 100 million shares. That's just going to kill the momentum on the stock. But a stock with good news, it just all depends. The stock could run all day and then at the end of the day sell off because everybody wants to take profits for the day. Just all depends on the situation. Every situation is unique and different. So it's kind of a multiple choice question with answers you're asking there. So Robinhood, what a sweet move this thing made. Robinhood public offering was today. No, it was not complete, homie. It was not complete. They filed to sell 100 million shares. There's a difference. Hasn't happened yet. Says it right there in the news. Right there at 3:30 p.m. today. Robinhood slides 22%. Early investors file to sell 98 million shares. They filed. So what that did today is scared a lot of people. They're like, I'm not trying to be in this thing when they want to dump 98 million shares into the market. It's going to decrease the value. So all those people jump off the roller coaster, and that's what happens. Prices go lower. And they still haven't sold those 98 million shares. You can't blame them, though. If you bought into Robinhood IPO before it IPO'd, and you got in, let's say at $35 a share, and then within the first 5 days of the IPO opening, it's doubled, almost tripled in value, wouldn't you want to take your profit off the table? I know I would. So that's all that they're doing. See, there's multiple little things that you got to know about and learn about in this game in order to have that edge and that advantage over the new people that come into this. That's where you start realizing things and putting things together. And it just takes time to learn all of this stuff in the stock market. It does. You're not going to come up in here, like I've said, and people are going to... It's like whenever I start getting down and talking this type of stuff, people start to leave the stream because they don't want to hear it. It's the truth. People don't want to put that time and effort into learning this skill. They don't want to take 2 years and learn this. They want to make money and they want to make it now. So they're like, so you're telling me I got to learn this job with no pay for the next 2 years? And you're like, yeah. They're like, no, I can't do that, bro. I got to make money now. I got a family to feed. Can't look at it like that. Look at it like, well, all right, I got to get a second job that pays while I learn this skill for the next 2 years. That's why I always tell you guys, when you're new to this, don't worry about making money. The first 2 years should be dedicated to studying and learning this game. Everything that you're doing is going to pay off in dividends down the road. All that studying and hard work, once you learn this skill, you have it for a lifetime. And you could go at your own pace. That's the great thing about it. And you don't have to pay an outrageous college tuition to learn this. And this is the #1 opportunity in the world to grow your money. I mean, what's not to love about the stock market? You can learn about it at your own pace. You can learn it for free because there's so much information out there on the internet today. You just have to put aside the part. Don't worry about making money your first year, 2 years. You just have to focus on learning and understanding this game. Stock market is not going to go anywhere. And like I've said multiple times, yeah, it sucks hardcore. It sucks seeing everybody in chat make profit. Seeing people make $5,000, $1,000 in a day. But you don't know the journey or the process that they had to go through to get to that level. Everybody overlooks that. It's just like the iceberg picture. All everybody see, and even the Titanic, all they seen was the top of the iceberg. They didn't see the big, huge iceberg underneath water. All the sacrifice, the hard work, the late nights, the working a second job, running off of zero sleep, reading hundreds of books, watching thousands and thousands of hours of videos, putting screen time in, breaking down charts, trial and error, lessons, learning from mistakes. That's right, Kachingo USA. While you're studying and you're working a full-time job, your focus should be stacking money. Slowly funding your trading account, stacking a savings account in the bank, paying off all your debt. Because once you start trading, you want to have a clear state of mind. You don't want all this pressure on your shoulders. I gotta make money. I gotta make money. Pay off all your debt or get caught up with it. It just makes it a lot easier. The way you gotta go about this, to be honest, you gotta be very strategic if you want to get into this and be a trader. You do. How are you expecting to be a good trader if you can't even keep $200 in your bank account? Right? You're living check to check. How do you think you're going to make it as a trader? You're not. Let's be realistic here. It's the truth. It's the honest truth. So would you rather go out and get them new pair of shoes to impress your friends or your girlfriend? Or would you rather tuck that money away and start getting a bankroll going? Establishing yourself. It's all about perspective and what you want. Friends are going to come and go in this game and in life. You got to start thinking about what you want to do and where you want to go, where you want to take your family. MBI lost 61 million in earnings and sold off 9%. I don't know, I've never heard of MBI. All right, guys, we got one more day left in the week. Let's end it with a bang. I'm done for the day. I'm about to close it all up myself. I'm closing out today. As long as I can close out green, that's all that matters. I'm ending today. I'm up almost $1,000. And like I said, these little singles, they add up over time. So far on the week, I'm up, man, I forget now, $4,300 on the week. That's really good. That's really good, guys. Come on. You can do this too. You can. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't. Start focusing on consistently making $1. If you can prove to yourself that you can at least make $1 consistently, maybe try going for $10. It's about the road that you take, and you got to prove to yourself that you can do it. You can do it. You just got to put that work in and have that mindset, and you got to be on that drive and be here every day. Remember, talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Every single year, New Year's Eve, everybody says they're going to go to the gym and lose weight. They do it for maybe the first month, and then everybody quits. That's why you'll see a lot of gym memberships pop up around New Year's. All these weight loss things pop up. Frank says, we always have a lot of smart people in these YouTube chats. Join the Wolf Pack. It's cheap and we get fire content every day. I appreciate that, Frank. Appreciate that very much. And I believe this is the... Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We're gonna go through here. I gotta find it. I should have saved a picture of it, is what I should have done. No. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Yeah, it's gone. But alright, guys. Great job today as always. Remember, always keep risk management #1 priority every trade. Every single trade. Before you click that button, ask yourself, how much is, if this fails, how much am I looking to lose? Alright, how much am I looking to gain? Always have a plan. Be very picky about what you trade, because remember, you are what you trade and focus on. Be safe out there, guys. I'll see all of you members in chat tomorrow. Let's end this week off green and strong. As I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, study, study, study. Peace out.